In this career mode episode, we are heading to Italy where we're going to focus on two Rome teams that has had a long rivalry between each other in the so-called Derby della Capitale, and it's between Lazio and Roma. These teams shared both stadium at the incredible Stadio Olimpico, and now the both teams have seen their managers go, and it's up to you to decide which club in Rome you are going to turn the fortunes for. And we're going to start with AS Roma, who sacked a special one in Jose, and even though he got sacked, I still think he did a great job at La Magica. But Daniele De Rossi has taken over now, the former player and legend, and he has turned a corner, you could say. They are back in contention to fighting for European places. In terms of their achievements in history, they won Serie A in 3 occasions actually, and last time was in 2001. They have also won Coppa Italia 9 times, Super Coppa Italia 2 times, and the latest trophy they won was in the 21-22 season, where Mourinho helped them win the Europa Conference League. So in terms of objectives then, maybe you can try now and change the fortunes for them and get them back into Champions League football, and after a couple of years you can maybe get them to fight even for the title, since it was a long time ago. You also got your rivalry against Lazio. Of course, you want to beat them, and you want to claim the European places consistently, get back into Champions League. It will generate more money, of course. Maybe have this project where you're focusing on a 3 or 4 year plan and see how far you can take them. What I also would do is look at famous players, you know, in Francesco Totti, Daniele De Rossi, other guys, and try to find similar players on the market where you can replace them. I mean, Totti is Roma's highest goal scorer with 250 goals, and you can maybe find a similar player to him and beating his record. So the tactics, we have changed to 4-3-3 since that is what Daniele De Rossi did after Jose deployed his back 5, and utilizing Paulo Dybala as a free roaming right winger. He wants to use a sort of narrow compact 4-3-3 where they're sitting in a mid block and pressing when they have to, and trying to trap players there in the middle. So you have also fullbacks that will run up and down. You will have players attacking the box. You will have Pellegrini, the captain for Roma, that will join the attack as well. I sold Awar, sold Karstorp and Selic, as you would see. And I also loaned out Zalewski, since I don't really know where I was gonna use him. But he's still a young guy that has massive talent, so I'm loaning him out. Replaced a couple of these players. We started with 2 signings. And the first one is the right back, Coyote from Fiorentina, which I purchased for 2 million. Only a very cheap player, but he is young, a wonder kid, and he will rotate with Christensen. He's the right back for now, and we need some more youth players that will also be able to develop into the future. Also purchased a young wonder kid winger in Gnonto from Leeds, who can both play as a left winger, right winger. He can even be a striker for you. You can try him and see where he will fit for you. And I only purchased him for 14 million, so an absolute bargain of a signing. Future is also doubtful for Romelu Lukaku. I mean, he's on loan from Chelsea. Is he someone you want to buy at the end of his loan spell? In real life, Dybala has a 10 million release clause, which other European football clubs can activate, and he's also injury prone. Dybala is your star boy. He is the one going to make the difference, but I'm meaning in like 2-3 years time into your Roma career mode, maybe he's someone you want to try and also find players like De Rossi, Totti-esque type of players. You also got Pellegrini in your squad, who I think personally is similar to Totti. He can both play as a midfielder, as a center forward. Likes to join the attack, so versatile, well-rounded, captain, leader, and you can also find similar players in Daniele De Rossi, like Rick. He's someone who is really good, plays for Turin, I believe. Or you just finding some homegrown players. I mean, this is just a couple of examples, and the rest of the transfers, I'm honestly gonna leave it up to you guys to see what you can, where you can improve in this squad. But this is 2 signings I will start making in Gnonto and Coyote. This is the sort of tactical approach I will start with, trying to copy Daniele De Rossi's tactics as much as possible. You can also choose the other path and pick a lot. We had SERIE, who resigned for a little while ago. I also think he did a great job in his spell. He came second last year. He has gotten them to European football on a regular basis. They have also been Italian champions a couple of times, twice actually, and last time was in 2000, so it's over 2 decades ago. A severe economic crisis in 2002 that forced the president Sergio out of the club, along with several star players that was sold as well, and that's why Lazio's success in the league declined. Also have managed to collect up to 7 Coppa Italia titles, 5 Super Copas. They have won UEFA Super Cup Winners' Cup in 1999. So they have had successful spells, as Roma's had as well. Here your objective will be, of course, reversed compared to Roma. Now you're gonna try to beat them in the Rome derby, and since we also know it was 2 decades ago since Lazio was crowned the Italian champions, you might be able to change that in the long term as well. Set up a 3-4 year plan here too. And you also got Immobile as the highest goal scorers. You have a fantastic striker up front, but he's also starting to decline slightly, and he's someone you might have to replace for the future. They also got former players that has been regarded as legends. You got Nesta in the backline, and you can find players similar to him. Croatian manager Igor Tudor was appointed after SERIE resigned. Now, SERIE used his famous SERIE ball 4-3-3. I know that since the Chelsea days and the days of Napoli. But Tudor is someone that has been manager for Hellas Verona, Marseille, and he has liked to deploy the back 3. He's either been a 3-4-2-1, a 3-5-2. He has guided them to a 9th place, which is impressive. Impressive. It's decent for Hellas Verona, you know. But he left both these clubs after a short spell because he had issues with both the Verona and Marseille owners. And in terms of his tactics, Igor likes to play vertical football. Plays fast, direct passes to exploit an organized defense, and to try find the number 10s which will operate between the lines, or you will find the stretching wing backs out wide. He also likes to find through balls where his striker often playing off the shoulder of the defender, and also likes to use an aggressive press high up the pitch like most the European football team does. So he plays a sort of modern football. So the transfer budget for Lazio, you also have pretty decent money to spend because of FIFA. I don't really know how it is in Football Manager in real life, but you can do a couple of changes with around 50 million. Sold a couple of ones that I thought might not fit into the way Igor is going to play, and want to upgrade in certain positions as well. So I was looking for a center back to start with, and I purchased Coates from Sporting Lisbon. We need more defenders if we're gonna play a back 5 or back 3, whatever you want to call it. And I also purchased the Monaco left back, who can also play as a wing back in Enrique. The Brazilian is very good going forward, and I want someone that can really make the difference. These both players will make the difference for you in the back line. I also want to find a young Italian centre back wonderkid like Alessandro Nesta. We got other examples in terms of Perola, Scalvini, Buongiorno, Calafiori, and others you will find. And there's tons of Italian centre backs that is young and has a future ahead of them. Or just upgrading homegrown players. The rest up to you where you want to sign players and upgrade. I think Crespo has played for Lazio too. You can find similar strikers to him. In terms of both AS Roma and Lazio, they both had the manager sacked. And they both have incredible teams. It's up to you to choose which path you want to go and then be crowned as potential Italian champions. Take them to regular European places and try to develop some players into becoming new legends and icons at the club. This is 2 challenges I would really enjoy to do myself. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you could get inspired, learn something. Maybe you will take on these challenges, and I'll see you for another career mode episode later. Hopefully it's not gonna be a 4-month break this time.